Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ives number WS407CCV in a US32D concave rubber wall bumper. This is probably the most common piece of hardware that exists. This is a rubber bumper. It's a wall stop is what it is. It is a concave wall stop, which is different than the convex wall stop. The reasoning is you would use a concave is when you had a push button, like an office function or a privacy function. You don't want to have an unintentional relocking of the button every time the knob or lever hits the bumper. You would want that push button to go neatly inside the hole. Now there are functions of locks that will automatically unlock that push button when the latch bolt is depressed, but not all locks work that way, and in fact I would say the majority of locks do not. So use concave when you have push button functions. Certainly use them. Okay, you could use them in all instances, and some people, if they've got 50 doors that they need wall stops for, rather than, well, give me 30 of the convex, give me 25 of the concave, and I'll return what I don't use. Well, okay, it's more work than it's worth. You could just possibly use all concave. Anyway, this is the WS Wall Stop 407 CCV concave. This is going to be in the 32D finish. That means that this is stainless steel on the outside. Dimensional properties, they have it at 2.5-inch base diameter. Coming up a bit shy on that, about 2 7/16. Overall projection, 1 inch. That's also coming up a bit shy, closer to 15/16. Thickness of the base, well, that's about spot on, 3/8 of an inch. Constructed in sturdy yet economical wrought base of brass or stainless construction. Wrought is considered a lower cost process over cast or casting material. You would not find a high-end wrought wall stop. You would have those made as cast brass or bronze. If economy is the most important thing, you'll certainly want a wrought wall stop, because cast material will be orders of magnitude more expensive than something that's wrought like this. Feature concealed tamper-proof mounting. You're going to get with it a plastic anchor, a hollow wall anchor, and then a screw. That screw is going to go through that hole that you see there, and you're going to force it down right through that partially illuminated spot right in the center. That is exactly where you will take that and literally push it in to the point where you will then push it through and then underneath the rubber bumper that's there. And that's how these are installed. You'll take your screwdriver and you'll just keep pushing on that till it comes all the way through. So we'll pull that out. Whoa, glad it wasn't glass. And that's what that looks like. Okay. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet. Let's take a look at that. Now, the link to the cut sheet is going to show us line drawings of the different items. You can see that 2 7/16 is called out on the WS407CCV rather than the 2.5-inch, which is shown in the product brochure. The CVX is the concave version, and they talk about the different installation instructions where you're going to drill a 5/16 hole for the WS407. Drywall anchor or a hollow wall anchor, whichever you're using. Allow the bumper to rotate as the screw is tightened. Sure, you don't want to hold the anchor. You don't want to hold the wall stop as you're tightening it. You want to just have everything turn on you so that then the wall stop will make contact with the face. You'll tighten it so that it's secure and then stop at that point. Holding it, I think, will unnecessarily make the process more difficult to get the wall stop installed. Plus, you don't want to put any unintentional strain on the anchor itself. So there is also a link below this video to the product brochure that will show us the WS406 and 407 and all of the other wall stops, especially the cast ones that you can see from Ives. So the difference between the 406 when it's a convex, or the 407 convex versus the 406 convex is simply going to be the difference in anchor that's provided. This unit, WS407CCV, with screw and drywall anchor, and this would certainly work in a wood application as well. It also lists there the different finishes that are available. The stainless steel is the 32D, naturally. But in a brass-based material, you can do 605 polished brass, 606 satin brass, 609 antique brass, 612 satin bronze, 613 oil-rubbed bronze, 619 satin nickel, 620 antique nickel, only available in the 407 and in multiples of 15, US26 polished chrome, US26D satin chrome, and then the B716, which is a Venetian bronze type finish. Again, restricted by the quantity that's available there. Other wall bumpers are shown in there. The one on the last page, the 411R-W, that's cheap and easy to install. It's just self-adhesive. If you need a really easy, inexpensive way to put a wall bumper, you might want that. The other one of note is the WS404CVX that's there. That is a 1-inch diameter unit, very small, has a projection of basically a half of an inch. And you're going to use that when you really need to have hardware as unobstructive, as unobtrusive is the word I'm looking for, as possible. Really small, very elegant and petite, and gets the job done when you've got small hardware that may otherwise hit a wall or glass, in the sense of having some sort of treatment that you don't want to have the door, damage something with projecting hardware, a wall, whatever the case might be. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Ives products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Ives? This is our part number WS407CCV concave stainless steel wall stop, or any other Ives product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you